Hi everyone, it's Mr. Robs.
And Mrs. Flynn. We're here to talk again about graphing, and we're going to talk more specifically about horizontal and vertical lines. So let's just go ahead and evaluate maybe vertical line A. So if we all look at A, what do we notice about A?
It's a vertical line.
Okay, and let's see, is it horizontal? Okay, you said vertical. Okay, this point right here we know is
-4, 0.
okay. What about this point right here?
-4, 2.
Okay. What about this point right here?
-4, 4.
Okay. What about this point right here?
-4, -2.
Now, what do you notice about every single one of these points?
The
What?
x values are all -4.
Our x value never changes. It's always -4. So our x value is always -4. So what kind of slope do we have on this line? We could test it out.
True.
We
Okay.
could say, well, I know the slope is the change in my y values divided by my change in x. So let's see, how is our y changing? We'll just pick these 2 points. Right
Okay.
here. So we have 4 minus 2 all over.
-4 minus a -4.
All right, so that gives us in the numerator 2. In the denominator, this becomes 0. What happens right here when we have 0?
Big alarms go off. You should all be going, it doesn't work. I can't do it. It's mathematically undefined.
Undefined slope. And I always think about skiing. Back to our ski week. Can you ski on a line like
That's
this?
going straight down the cliff kind of
You'd be
thing?
falling off a cliff. So, no, you can't ski vertically. So
Right.
that's why it's undefined.
All right. I also think when so what is our equation?
Oh, we didn't, yeah. I believe it's just x minus x equals -4.
Right. And this one's kind of tricky because there's no real calculations to do. You just have to kind of understand and conceptualize that that's what the equation is. And there's no calculations.
Yeah, it's just that every single value is always going to be -4, so therefore x is -4.
All right.
And we can kind of follow the same process by looking at the line of D.
Okay.
So if we look at this point here, we know this point is
1, 3.
this point right here.
3, 3.
Going this direction, we have,
-2, 3.
and this time, what do we notice?
All the y's are 3.
All of our y values, no matter what x we put in, the y values are always 3.
3. So this is kind of, so even though it's parallel to the x-axis, it's a y equal to 3. That's kind of
Again,
backwards too.
like the opposite that we were talking
I
about.
see. Yeah.
But it's easy to recognize if you always remember, you can plot the points, look for the common values, and you know that y is always 3. So therefore that makes sense why your equation is y equals 3.
Okay.
So, well, I think we should go ahead and talk about the slope here.
Mm-hmm.
Our slope here is the change in y divided by the change in x. How does our y change? We'll pick these 2 points here. Nice
Okay.
positive ones always make it easier.
Yeah.
So we'll start with our y, which is 5. No, it's
3. 3 minus 3.
Can't read my writing. 3 minus 3, all over
3 minus 1.
3 minus 1. So now I have 0 in my denominator and 0 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator.
So that's going to be just 0.
Yeah, so that means our slope is 0. Which again, if you're skiing on something like this, you're not going uphill or downhill. You're cross-country skiing with
Right,
a slope of 0.
Right. Your speed is 0 if you're downhill skiing. Now I think what you might want to do is pause it and try and guess what the other values are
Okay.
and see what it is. Oh, are they back? I wonder if they're back yet.
Let's see if they went ahead and figured out what the slope in the equation was for each of these lines. So, for example, letter B would have a slope, undefined,
Undefined.
and an equation of, it's a vertical line,
Right.
so therefore it is,
Y, or x equal -1.
okay. Then if we go in order and go right over to C, Again, slope is
Undefined.
undefined. And we have an equation of x equals
3.
And we did E, D, so we'll go to E. Here we have a slope of 0.
Yep.
And obviously every single one of these points are at y equals 1.
1.
And last one is slope at 0. And every point here is at y equals -4. Okay,
Bye. Yep.
that's it for now.
Good.